during the interview, is when it comes to the during the interview, then have a smiling face, smile, don't too much laugh or don't be too much friendly, but as we say, face is the index of mind. Smile positively, confidently, look active, enthusiastic, and here look active, enthusiastic, and also look decent. That is also something we have to add, because what you wear on the interview day is very, very important. So I will talk about it regarding in the body language part also, but see that you look good. You look good doesn't mean that you are going for any modeling audition or something. So don't overdo with your hairstyles or something, or if you don't have the habit of wearing something, and on that day by force you have done that one, and from the next day you are not able to carry that kind of attire at all. So again, that shows a huge difference in you. It's not like that. So better as students, you should always make it a habit of a few things that are necessary in the later part of your life. Why I say this? Because there are so many students who are not comfortable in wearing a shoe, may not be comfortable in wearing a in-shirt with belt and with the waist belt, or wearing a tie, or all these things, or even having the proper folds of their shirts, because they are in a student life earlier, so they will just always be dressed according to their own comfort. But once they have to go on the interview, because of the interview, they will do that on the day. But later again, whenever possible, they will just they every day, if they have to dress in a proper office setup, it will always be a discomfort for them. So don't so what we say is, don't bring yourself into such uncomfortable position. Try to make some good habits try to make some dress habits and other things, where dressing habits right from your student age, that will help you later. Then look confident. Don't look too much overconfident, and don't look less confident also. Both are important, because if you are too confident, like your body language changes. Okay, when should I go? What is the thing? Okay, what is the process now? Later, so we will see that when some people want to they just want to show that they are confident, and just they go to the help desk and again and ask, like they put lot of questions to the help desk people. Because they want to know that, okay, I know all these things. Okay, so I know all these things. Just to want to show like that. So don't do like that, or don't be less confident also. So be in the right confidence, because what are you is what are you, and to be very confident about yourself. This helps a lot. Remember that as a candidate needs a right job, every employer or every organization also needs a right candidate. So it's like a mutual thing. It's not like the organization is giving you a life because they have given you a job, or you are not doing any favor to the organization by recruiting yourself into by choosing that organization. Both things are not right. If someone says that, we generally see that when managers will recruit, they will say that, for you getting into this organization is a big asset for you, because our organization is to this level. They say, because they have to say like that. But we should also understand that for small or big, for every organization, getting the right candidate is very important. And small or big, for us also, getting the right job, whether the organization is small or the organization is a popular one, but getting the right job that suits us is also very, very important. So it's like a mutual thing. No one is completely serving other here. It's like a give and take thing. So if you think like that, you will be more confident. Then coming to the communication, talk in a audible range. Don't be too loud or don't be too slow. Just because you want to show that you are very obedient and you are very settled person, don't talk too slow that the interviewer have to again and again pardon you for listening what you are saying. And again, listen to understand. Please wait until whatever they are trying to say completes. After their sentence is completed, after they complete their sentence or question or interaction or something, and when they look at you to answer, then you start answering. Never cut the conversation of the interviewer in the middle or in the end. Wait for their sentence to be completed. Next, tell the story. This is what I told you. that you have to prepare a story, or prepare a story means it's not a cooked up story. It's like, how are you trying to present your experience? If you're already if the person candidate is already an experienced person, has already uh, faced some interviews, worked in few organizations, then there comes a point in the interview where they will ask you that how are you eligible for this post, or why should we hire you, or how is your value addition. Then they will have their experiences, the things that they have done in their previous company to narrate. So they can start like, when I was working with this company, something has happened, so my act was this, and because of this has happened as a result, like that. So they should be able to narrate it properly. If the interview is for a fresh postgraduate or fresh graduate, then they will not have any other previous organizational experiences. Then what can be the story? In that case, the story can be like, why did they choose this profession? Why did they choose this organization? So what can you convince that why did you choose this profession? Like if someone is asking you, why do you want to be a teacher? Then I should have like, no, because it is, your school is very near to my home, and your school always gives many holidays. I saw it from past 6 months, so I am joining your school. We can't say like that, right? So we should have something like, okay, I love teaching profession. Some people in my family are teachers. I look up to teaching profession as a very noble, something like that. So we should be, we should tell that convincing thing, that why we have got convinced to apply for this or ready for this. So then comes the body language things. So body language thing includes dressing. So before that and after this, the thing very important is dressing. Always wear that you are comfortable in, first thing. Second one is, if you always go in a formal dress. Don't ever go in a casual attire at all. Even if you have not you are not used to it earlier also, on the interview day, it is compulsory for you to go in a formal attire. So now formal attire, there are many suggestions given all over. You will get this information at every place, that whenever someone is wearing a formal attire, it should be light on the upper portion and dark in the lower part. Like the shirt should be in light color, and the trouser should be in a dark color, and the shoe color and the belt color should match with each other. This is like the basic thumb rule for the things. And if you are using a tie, then see that the tie is not so too glary, or it's not like too much dragging the attraction or attention of others. See that the best one that suits to the trouser, to the shirt that you have worn, first thing. Next thing, always wear a watch that is also good, that gives a good look. Now all these things, wear a shoe, definitely wear a shoe. Don't wear a sports shoes or something, wear a formal shoe. And these things are to be tried on the before day first. So that is something everyone also have to practice. Always practice, as I told you, if you do a mirror practice, that is good. Then if you can, if possible, do that mirror practice with the attire that what you have chosen to wear on the interview day. It will help two ways. One thing you will know, are there any flaws or something with the dress that you have chosen? If that is not possible, or if there is any problem with that dress, you will understand, because you used it, you are using it one day before. One thing. Second thing, you will know again, you will have a pictorial memory in your own brain, that how will you look on that day. So that will give a confidence. That will not lead your brain to anxiety. So this pictorial memory in the mind will decrease the anxiety about your looks on the interview day, right? So both ways it will help. So have that use that and try it once, and never try new things on that interview day. If you have worn a shoe also, if you wear a shoe also, try it on the before day. So this will help. Next, for women, it is like any dress that looks confident, decent, and that suits to the working culture of that area. So you may be a completely we cannot say there is a huge range of things that are won by particularly women candidates. So just go with that. That is quite decent. And now again, the definition of decent varies from person to person, society to society, place to place, organization to organization. But see that you know it better. As I say always, you are better judge. So wear it something which definitely gives a professional look when people look at you. So understand that and wear accordingly. Next, body language: stand stiff. Stand stiff, don't lean forward, don't lean backward. Stand stiff, see that your shoulders are parallel to each other and your spine is straight. That gives a confident look first. Then open your hands. While if you're offered a seat and if you're sitting, don't sit with both your hands crossed over each other, because that shows that you are a very conservative and closed person. So that's a negative sign in the body language. So you should have open hands. So whenever you are trying to tell something, you can just use a hand to open and express one thing. Otherwise, you keep both the hands on your lap and you can sit confidently. Next, never cross your legs. Don't keep crossed legs one over the other, or have one leg over the other and sit before people. Obviously, we don't do that one, but yet it is always better, because some people who if they are trembling, if they are shivering from inside, to cover that, they will try to control the shiver by placing one leg over the other. So otherwise, they will start rubbing their legs one over the other out of anxiety, or rubbing one hand over the other, or playing with their ring, something, or playing with the watch. Women playing with their bangles, or always setting their hair, or trying to set up their dupatta, etc. These are like some non-syncing actions. Why do we do all these things? We don't want to. We don't do all this by our consent or our consciousness, because we do it out of the anxiety that we have in our subconscious mind. So understand that if you have any such non-syncing actions, see that you limit them, you minimize them, and you avoid them. Next, coming to the eye contact. Look at the person who is talking to you. So whoever is talking to you, look into the eyes of that person and try to converse with an appealing look. Now, looks are also again different way. Don't always look with a question or a doubt, or don't look like you are already having a lot of fear. So don't look frightened or something. No, look pleasingly, look appealingly, and just talk to the person by looking into their eyes.